Powell, it's been a couple of days since the game. Just want to get your thoughts and feelings after the defeat out in Toulouse.
Yeah, I'm pretty disappointed. Having watched the game, I watched it on the plane on the way back, and there's quite a lot of things that were unlike us, and I thought defensively really poor. We 10-0 down, and then Crofty gets sin-binned, and they scored 2 tries during that period, which obviously 20-0 at half time. I still felt at half time that we could get back into the game, and we showed signs early after half time, but then we started making errors again. There's different things you can look at. The heat was pretty oppressive, to be honest, but I'm not looking for any excuses. I just thought they completely outplayed us. They had a load of intent about them, and we dropped the ball. I think we made 12 errors. They make 6, and in those kind of conditions, all the things we spoke about before the game of completions and territory and possession, we lost a lot of those battles, and that really hurt us as a team. So, it was our worst day at the office for a long time, and use it as a springboard now for what we do next, which is obviously the most important thing when you lose a game.
You mentioned going in at 20-0 down. What was the message that you gave the boys at half time?
Well, look, I think we can still win the game, but we have to fix an whole host of things up. I thought they got the ball on the floor and created quick ruck speed. A big part of our game has been our drive tackles, how we've really dominated teams on the back of our kick chasers, and we were really poor in that area. I thought our right edge just conceded real soft tries, and I wanted those boys to stiffen up, which we didn't really do. They conceded again. We conceded again down our right edge. So that didn't get fixed up, and I just thought it was a disappointing day. We looked like we had a little bit of a sniff when we got 4 points back early on in the second half, but like I said, we just made errors and just kept compounding negative aspects of our game. So really disappointing. Like I say, we haven't lost for a long time now, and whilst we would have wanted to have gone unbeaten in the league, that's gone now, and we have to focus on what we do next. Hopefully we'll start to get some players back, and particularly at half-back. Look, we're playing there with one recognised half-back, and we're not a well-balanced team at the moment, and we have to work hard in training this week to get ourselves back where we need to be.
You mentioned injuries there. Another couple of players went off early on in the game. Ian Thornley, Kai Rodwell. Any news on how those guys are?
Well, they'll get scans. I think Kai was the one that really hurt us, I think, because I couldn't put him back on after half time. So, with that kind of heat, the middle unit players were under a fair bit of pressure. So that was a tough one. But I think he'll miss this week, but I don't think it's a long-term one. Ian Thornley will get a scan, and we'll see where he's at. He got a little bit of a shunt injury to his shoulder. Not sure how bad it is. You couldn't quite see it on the footage where it came from, but hopefully he'll get a scan and he's not too bad.
Looking ahead then, the season keeps rolling. There's no pause in the season. It's Featherstone this weekend, back at home, back at the DIY Kitchen Stadium. Is it just a case of patch yourself up and we go again next week?
Yeah, obviously we stayed over there Friday night, played Saturday, came straight back. The trip was class, there was no excuses there. So it's a slightly longer, an 8-day turnaround, so it gives us a little bit more time to prepare this week. Just got to get ourselves going again and get back to our standards, the things that we feel like we've done really well this year. Get back to doing some of those things and give ourselves a chance. Obviously a tough game. Featherstone they lost last week, but they've been going okay. So we need to play well. We know that it's all about us, really. I think it has been all year, and it was about us last week not being where we needed to be, and it'll be about us getting ready and preparing well this week to take Featherstone up.
just a word about the fans that obviously made the trip over to Toulouse and have followed us home and away all year long. It's just mind-boggling how great they have been all year long.
Yeah, although I was really disappointed for them. They supported as well, really got behind the boys, and for us, it was a disappointing effort. For people who travel that far, you want them to see the best version of us, and they didn't get that. So, look, apologies for that. I say we want to win every game, and we want to be flying every game. Doesn't always work out that way in any team sport. Rugby league is a tough physical sport, and we didn't handle that part of it or the conditions part of it real well. And I'm sure they would have enjoyed the sun a fair bit more than we did. So they did get that. So hopefully they've got a decent suntan to come back with not the 2 points that we wanted. But I spoke to a few of the guys after the game, and they said they'd enjoyed the trip. Obviously disappointed with the game, but they'd had a good time anyway, which is good to see.